Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin Khatamil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Honorable Speaker, Mr. Abdullah Shahid, honorable speakers from the SAARC region, fellow parliamentarians, distinguished guests, members of the diplomatic corps, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you, the most prominent lawmakers from this region, to my country, Maldives, to participate in the 7th Conference of the SAARC Speakers and Parliamentarians. May I therefore take this opportunity to thank the Speaker of People's Majlis, our Parliament, Honorable Abdullah Shahid, for giving me this honor to inaugurate this August conference. Until I assumed office of presidency a month ago, I had the honor of serving as a member of Parliament for almost 2 decades. I'm therefore in a position to express a strong sense of kinship with you. I'm also keenly aware of the huge responsibilities entrusted upon you by your people, as well as the special honor and privileges bestowed on parliamentarians from across the region. This August gathering is the first international forum that the Maldives is hosting since the commencement of this new government's tenure. It is especially fitting that it should be a SAARC gathering, as we are the current chair of the association. Furthermore, it is also an opportunity for us to reiterate our strong and continued commitment to furthering regional cooperation. Honorable speakers, democracy has taken strong root across our region. In many cases, such reform efforts as well as democratic consolidation initiatives have been undertaken through our parliaments. With different levels of maturity of parliaments in South Asia, it is now imperative that we focus on the relations between the parliaments and the executive branches to ensure that the true and full benefits of democratic governance are realized by the people. While checks and balances and indeed oversight functions are the cornerstone of our democratic system, the wide array of areas where cooperation and collaboration between legislature and executives, even in a country such as the Maldives, with full separation of powers, is an essential prerequisite for strong and good governance. I foresee tremendous benefits from more frequent exchanges between parliamentarians from countries with strong parliamentary practices and traditions in South Asia. Whether it is a parliamentary or a presidential system of government, there is much in the way of knowledge and experience that can be shared to ensure that democratic norms and principles are further strengthened across our region. Honorable speakers, in this age of rapid globalization, regional cooperation is a must. South Asian countries are seeking meaningful progress in deepening political, social, cultural, and economic cooperation in the region. To keep abreast with the expectations of our people, we need to increase the relevance of SAARC, both as a tool for multilateral cooperation among our member states, as well as in the global politics and international trade. We need to be more responsive. We must be more relevant. As a regional bloc, we must be more substantive. After all, our region accounts for nearly a quarter of the world's population. Honorable speakers, the past decade was an exciting one for the Maldives, with the implementation of an ambitious package of constitutional democratic reforms. At the heart of the reform program was, of course, the drafting of the current constitution of 2008, which established a number of new democratic institutions while strengthening numerous existing ones. The 2 themes to be discussed during this conference: strengthening democracy in South Asia region through institutional development, and democracy and inclusive development achieved in SAARC MDGs are both pertinent and of importance. The outcomes of this conference will undoubtedly have a strong bearing on the future development of SAARC member states. May I take this opportunity to warmly welcome the meeting of women parliamentarians and note the importance of increasing women's participation in the political landscape across South Asia. I'm confident that the speakers and parliamentarians attending this conference, with your wise leadership and wide experience, can and will deliberate on the themes of this conference with rich knowledge, deep insight, and consummate expertise. The role of parliaments extends far beyond constitutional and legislative enactment and amendment, particularly in young democracies and small states. The parliament in our part of the world also serves as a safeguard against fundamental rights violations, oversight of independent ombudsman institutions, and approving state budgets. While parliamentarians deliberate on such varied discourse, we are also mindful of the plight of over 1 billion people. Reducing income disparity and poverty alleviation will feature for many more years to come. Governments must be encouraged and assisted to uplift the well-being of the people. No enterprise between the elected and the electorate can be complete without deliberating for greater connectivity between them. Indeed, the expectation of 1/4 of mankind. So, fellow parliamentarians, let them have life and have it more abundantly. Thank you very much.